D-Lo for boxing. All right, y'all. So I want to talk a little bit about this Teddy Atlas interview with Bud Crawford, and there's one thing in particular that I want to speak on right now. First I will say that as usual, Bud Crawford, he said that he does want the Spence fight. He still wants the Pacquiao fight. He loved the winner of that fight. Of course, I'm assuming this interview took place before Spence pulled out. But he had nothing but respect and good things to say about those guys. Talked about the PBC situation and basically even when being led in the questioning and there was openness for him to say things disrespectful or dismissive of PBC. He pretty much said he understands the business aspect and understands why, PBC is not trying to, allow him to come over there and potentially take belts from those guys and then go back to Top Rank. And he said that, Top Rank pretty much has the same mentality. They're not just offering up their guys to PBC fighters for them to take a belt and go back to the PBC, And he said if Top Rank had a stable of welterweight champions, they would be doing the same thing that PBC is doing, and he said he understood that. So, from that aspect and from that perspective, I certainly understand, why things happen the way they do in boxing. As fans, we don't like it, I'm sure a lot of these fighters don't like it. But when you're in a situation that you really can't control, all you have to do is, you got to kind of just deal with it until the situation changes. Now, he was asked, matter of factly, was this his last fight with Top Rank? And he said this is the last fight on this contract. And he said yes. And then he was asked after that, would he, does he see himself in his career with Top Rank? And he said something to the effect of, you never know. And the reality is that, the man can't show his hand. He can't sit there in a situation where he's trying to finish up his contract and already say what his next move is going to be, because just like any other thing, just like I said about fights not happening, fights not being official until the bell rings, you're not out of a contract until you're out of the contract. If there's one more thing left to do before that contract is over, if that one thing isn't done yet, you're still under contract. So it's best not to show your hand. Same thing I said when he says things about not needing fights with certain fighters and stuff. That's what the man's supposed to say. When he says, if it's that difficult, or if I got to go through all that to get the fight, then don't worry about it. I don't even want to fight no more. I don't even want to talk about it. That's what the man's supposed to say. But, we're hearing him still say that he wants to fight. And as a fan, that's what I want to hear. Now, the downside is that, with different things going on with Errol Spence Jr., we just don't know how far we are down the line from that fight happening. And honestly, it's boxing. These guys fight other people in the interim. The fight can still happen. I mean, both guys could lose the next 2 fights, and we still could get that fight one day. But ideally, it wouldn't be as big as it is right now, or as big as it could have been. So I'm hopeful that both guys continue to win, and we eventually get that fight. But right now, I'm more so interested in Errol Spence Jr. Taking care of his medical issue and just getting himself back to as close to 100% as he can be. And I say close to 100% because I'm one of those people who don't believe any of these fighters are ever 100%. In the sport of boxing, it's impossible. That's a state of mind. It may be a feeling, but in actuality, every fight takes something out of them, and every fight takes something out of them that they don't get back, and every punch takes something out of them they don't get back. Now, and there's things that happen during the course of fights that you build and gain that can't be taken from you. But that's just my perspective on what I see and what I have seen over the years. But just want to, give it up as a great interview from Teddy Atlas. Bud dropped a lot of tidbits. I'm probably going to talk about it a little more. And actually what I was going to talk about when I started this video, I didn't get to, but I'm going to drop another one talking about it. And that's the Top Rank Toby statements and all of that nonsense. D-Lo 404 Boxing. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm out. Peace.